Fresh off a crazy Daytona 500 finish, we've got champion Michael McDowell joining us now. Good morning, Michael, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you guys so much. It's unbelievable. I mean, you just called me a champion. Can you believe that?
I can believe it, man. It was a great race. You definitely came through. Tell us, where were your emotions at after winning the Daytona 500 for your first Cup Series victory?
I mean, just the initial raw emotion, you're just overwhelmed. I mean, you don't even know what to do. You're just got so much flowing through you, that excitement. And then shortly after that, maybe an hour or two after that, you just are thankful, man. I'm so thankful that I get to race in NASCAR and be one of 40 of the drivers that get to compete on Sunday. To write my name in the history books as a Daytona 500 champion. I mean, it's just overwhelming and humbling. So the emotions have been all over the place, from just pure joy and excitement to just gratitude and thankfulness. It's just been an awesome, 48 hours.
So Michael, like, if we're being honest, a lot of us spectators watching weren't expecting you to win, but how was the preparation and what was that preparation like, and how confident were you leading up to Sunday?
Well, Daytona's always been a very good track for our race team and for myself. And, I think I have 7 top 10s there. And so we're probably not in the conversation a lot to win the race, but we've been in that top 5 position. And that's what it's all about, especially at Daytona, is you have to be in position on that last lap. You got to be in those top 2 or 3 rows. And I knew that we had a good plan and we had a good strategy. We worked with our Ford teammates. Our Ford Mustang was super fast that night. And so we knew that we had, the ingredients to get into position and coming to the white flag. We were in that 3rd spot, with my Ford teammates, felt like we had, a good plan, and it just all worked out. I mean, I came off of turn 2, had a big run, pushed Brad Keselowski. Joey Logano blocked the pass. Brad and Joey got together. The seas parted, and I came right through the middle. And so, I felt confident that we could be fast and we could run up there. You always plan on winning. I mean, I show up at the racetrack. That's what I go there to do, just like, the 40 other drivers. But, the reality of it actually happening is so small. And so to finally do it, it's just amazing.
Well, Michael, what does a win like this mean for your legacy in the sport? I mean, you're joining all these legendary names on that winner's roll.
Yeah, that's the part that's so humbling. When I think about myself, I'm like, man, I don't think they should write my name next to a Petty or an Andretti or an Earnhardt. I don't belong in that conversation. And so, to know that we will be and forever a Daytona 500 champion and to write our name into the history books, it's been a long journey for me, and that makes it so worthwhile.
Michael, you've been a good driver on the super speedway track going into Sunday, but what makes you so good at the high banked runs and different things? And just talk about this experience, and I see it all over your face. Like the smile, the elation, like just talk and allude to that.
Well, I think what makes me run well at those racetracks is when I first got into NASCAR, I really did not like the super speedways. It's a unique style of racing, and I didn't enjoy it. And so what I did to kind of reverse that is I just became a student. I started studying those races, and I found a trend. And the trend was the same 10 guys are at the end of these races every single year. And so I started studying what they did and how they approached the race. And I watched video and I looked at data. And I just put the time and effort into it to try to figure out what makes Denny Hamlin so good at Daytona. What makes Joey Logano so good at Daytona, and what do these guys do and what are they thinking? And so I just try to put myself in their shoes and become a student. And that was a game changer for me. And as far as, the emotion, what makes this so rewarding is I've lost 350 times and I've only won once. And so that grind and that persistence and, the ups and downs that it's taken to finally get a win, and not just a win, a Daytona 500 win, just makes it worthwhile. It's just unbelievable.
Speaking of the grind and patience, there was a 5-hour, 40-minute rain delay. We saw guys going to Panda Express, McDonald's to get food for themselves and their crew. What did you do to stay calm during that delay?
You know, that's where experience kicks in. You know, I've seen these rain delays. You know, our sport's not new to this. You know, being an outdoor sport, when it rains, you know, it's tough for us. But you know, for me, I try to stay in the game. I try to stay focused and not let, you know, the energy fall too low. And so I just hung out, you know, made a sandwich, you know, had a little bit of a time to study, you know, even though we only did a handful of laps. I wanted to see what happened in that wreck and how to avoid it. And, you know, you just try to stay mentally in the game. And as soon as you kind of put your guard down, that's normally when they say, all right, back to your cars, and you kind of, you know, scramble. So I try to stay pretty focused, you know, during that time.
Michael, so there are so many of us that aren't drivers professionally like yourself, and we feel like we are the best drivers on the road, but like you obviously have in so many in your field an elitism to what you do, but to avoid any wrecks or any and everything in such an unpredictable race, how do you do that?
Yeah, it's so much reaction and instinct and hand-eye coordination. And, you know, a big part of it is your vision and where you're looking. And if you're looking at the wreck, you are going to drive right in it. And when this happened right here, I'm looking at that hole. I'm not looking at Brad. I'm not looking at Joey. I'm not looking at where their cars are spinning. I am looking at that hole and where I can go to miss it. And, you know, your eyes really determine what you're going to do. And so you have to be laser focused, and you can't lose that focus, not even for a millisecond.
Michael, congratulations again, man. Thank you for waking us up early with us, and good luck the rest of the season.
Hey, thank you guys so much.
Congrats.
It's awesome. I can't tell you how cool it is to be a Daytona 500 champion.
We can see it in your face, believe me.
Yes.
That's
Thank
great.
you guys.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.